Darlene, want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Tuesday. This is Darlene. So I made a pendant, and I made the pendant using one of the piece of wood that I bought from Amazon. And I think I got like maybe 12 wood slices. I'll link the link in the description below. So it's very lightweight wood slice, and I went ahead and painted it, and I painted it to match these beads right here because I want to make a necklace that matches these beads, so you can see. And then that's what I caught myself doing. So I did glue on one of the shells right here, some of the 6mm hematites, and I glued these on yesterday morning, so they are pretty solid on here. And I use E6000 glue to glue everything on, and they feel pretty good. They feel pretty solid, you know, like there's no movement or anything. And I went ahead and made a wire spacer right here using some 15 gauge aluminum wire. Use another hand painted bead just to add some extra little color and stuff to it, so that it wouldn't just be the blue and white. And I was like, if it's just the blue and white, it almost looks like denim, like some type of denim type situation. And that's not what I wanted. I wanted to break up that blue and white. So I went ahead and added one of these beads. So what I'm going to do with this 25mm bead, I'm going to add a couple or more as I began to string the wire with these blue and white beads. So I figured that would make it look really nice. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep this as a necklace. I'm going to just make the necklace, because what happened is I noticed once I got it done, that hole is not centered. So it makes this part loose, and it would be crooked like that. So that's not what I want. So I was like, man, the hole is not straight. So then when I look at it, I can actually see. So the hole, and they come with holes. So I didn't put the hole in it. They come with the holes already in the piece of wood. So I was like, oh man, that's not gonna work. So as I look at it, the hole needs to be a little bit more to the right for it to literally just be centered. But since I already got it made, I'm going to go ahead and just make the necklace to see what the necklace looks like. And then that way it'll let me know if I want to go ahead and paint another piece of wood that has a centered hole, you know, and then glue it. And then I should be able to just lift this up off of here, you know, like with some pliers or something, or just kind of pry it up or do something. And if not, it is what it is. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think this is really pretty. I really like it. The back of it, I didn't paint like I really wanted it to look like, but it still came out looking really good. I didn't put any gloss on the back either. I put it only on the front. But this is the pendant, so this is really cool how it came out. And it's unfortunate that the hole is not it's not centered, and I didn't even see it. I was just like, oh wow, I missed that. But you know, it happens sometimes. So I'm going to use some 18 gauge wire. These beads right here, and then we are just going to go ahead and get started so we can see what it's going to look like. And if I like it, I'm going to definitely go ahead and paint another yeah, seeing it'll just be sideways like that, and I don't like that. And unless I keep this and I wear it for myself, and I can do that. I wouldn't mind doing that, because I don't mind if it goes crooked like that as it lays on my chest. So I might just keep it for myself. I will see. And then I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of these little round wood beads right here. Just so I can have something along the sides of the wire like that. And then we're going to go ahead and use some of these beads. These are on the website. These are that pretty, like a royal blue and white. A lot of new beads on the website. And we have this right here. And this is what this looks like so far. So that was the point with these beads right here. I wanted the pendant to match the beads. So because I do like this, I am going to be painting more of the wood pieces to make more of these. And these pieces I'm going to probably take with me. I'm going to put them on the website and fair and stuff, but I will probably take some of these with me September the 13th too. So these are like really nice like this. And I'm waiting for a really huge music festival to be here in San Diego so I can do the music festival. And let's see. So that's nice how it just kind of breaks up all that blue and white. And then we're just going to keep on beading. Go ahead and throw a couple more of these blue and white on here. And then we'll put a couple more of our big ones. And I only got 5 of them. I only painted 5 of these. And these are the 25 millimeter beads. On the website right now, you get 30. It's a mixture of 30, 25 millimeter beads. I don't remember what the price is, but they're fairly low right now. So it's a mixture of those 30 millimeters. So if you like using 30 millimeter beads, or you haven't tried using the 30 millimeter beads, try the 30 millimeter beads out. You know, they make really beautiful pieces. And I say that all the time. A lot of time people don't even know that they like, that's pretty. A lot of times people don't even know that they like, you know, big chunky jewelry until they run across you at an event. And they try something on and be like, oh my God, I love this. And then a lot of people do like the big chunky jewelry. They just can't find it anywhere. And if they find it, it's not, you know, it's not what they want. So they want something that's really pretty, that's very different. Let's use one of these. Because I know if I didn't make jewelry and I ran across, because I like big, chunky, pretty. Big, chunky, pretty. And I know a lot of people may not like big jewelry, but it's more people that like it than don't. And we're just going to start putting these on. And these are 20 millimeters. These are some really pretty beads. And I know you guys, a lot of you guys probably been watching the news. I watch snippets of the news. It just seems like everything is so negative right now. Like everything is negative. It's horrible. It's violent. It's vicious. It's just like a lot of the craziness that is going on. And every other video, you know, somewhere people are fighting and everybody's arguing and going, and it's every race. It's not just one race of people. It is every race of people, like everybody. But for some reason, they tend to highlight one specific race of folk. But when I tell you it is some of everybody doing some of everything, it is like really crazy. And it's like you got to be careful out there. Almost like people are just waiting for an excuse to, you know, to just be ignorant. Recently in Arizona, oh, that is really pretty. Recently in Arizona, at one of those concerts, it was said that the people had accidentally spilled, and oh, that is accidentally spilled, and they said left, but then he came back like 30 minutes later. And when he came back 30 minutes later, he was hollering and screaming and all this craziness. And before you know it, he was beating on the woman and he beat her unconscious. And my thing is, how can it be thousands of people at a concert and nobody stopped the man from beating on her? Because I saw the video and I'm like, that's crazy. Where everybody literally just stood around and watched the woman get beat. I was like, that is like the craziest stuff in the world to me. Like, all of you people are literally standing around videotaping and watching this woman get beat unconscious. That is like the craziest stuff to me. So, you know, it's just got to be careful, because it's like every man for himself out there. This whole piece is not right. So like right here, you can see where, well, I can see it. You can probably see it too, but how the bead is. This one is smaller than this one, but that shouldn't, and maybe it does have a lot to do with it, because it's a thinner bead than this bead right here. And that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and finish it out, because remember, I'm not keeping it anyway. I just want to see what the necklace is going to look like. And I really do like the way it looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and paint some more of the wood slices. I'm going to paint them different colors. I'm going to actually do more of these beads right here, the two-tone beads, and I'm going to exactly in this kind of style design, but then I'm going to do them in different colors. So what my plan is to do the necklaces in different colors like this, and then have these pendants, and each pendant will probably be different. And I will do that solely because if somebody likes the necklaces enough with this style bead on it, right? This style bead, and I probably would do some polka dots like that. Like this part will probably be the same, but different colors. The pendant will be a big pendant like this, but it will be different, right? But it'll have the two-tone color that will match the beads up here. And I'll do that solely because if somebody likes one necklace, they may want to buy another necklace, and maybe even 3 necklaces, but they're all different colors. So they're basically kind of like the same style, but they're all different colors, right? So that's like a little strategy that I'll use, because if one sells, and I don't even put them all out at one time, I will have like probably this one out. And then once a person purchased this one, I'll say, oh, you know, I got those in 3 other different colors. Would you like to see them? Oh, yeah, I want to see them, right? And then there you go. So they're looking at them and they're like, oh, okay. And the good thing about that is they haven't even been put out on the table yet. So they're like kind of like exclusive. And I even use the word exclusive, right? So, and then I'll pull them out, and then there'll be like all these different colors. So what I'm going to do is going to be like that real pretty cranberry red, and probably gold. If I don't do the gold, maybe I'll do white, so everything will kind of blend together. And then we'll have the big 25mm beads, and then we'll go ahead and make these big pendants like that. Not really sure what I'm going to use in the middle of the pendants. I'll figure out something, even if I got to search around to find some things. It might even be a big painted stone. It might be not a big stone, but you know, a nice size one that's about this size, because I do have some in the bucket down here that Miss Teresa, I think it was Miss Teresa, had sent me a week or 2 ago. There's also some glass, small glass beads in there that I can probably glue on the top of here too, and maybe even wrap in wire or something. But I do want them to kind of be the same, and then that way they're just basically different colors. But I do like the way this looks. I'm not going to finish it off, and I'm not going to finish it off because remember, this is not centered. The hole is not centered, and then I don't like this part right here, so I'm not going to mess the wire up by closing it off or doing anything like that. So this is basically what it would look like. So this gives you an idea about what the necklace is going to look like once I finish it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and paint. I'm going to have to go ahead and paint another, because I can see that. And I shouldn't have to keep straightening it up right there because that hole is not centered. And then once a hole is centered, and I put the wire in there, it literally just stays. This shouldn't happen like this. Like this shouldn't be able to move like that at all. It should just be a perfect hole. And then once I put the wire in it and everything and then wrap it closed, it should literally just stay. But it's not. So and that's okay. I just didn't pay attention to that. I don't like when I do that. And the reason why I don't like that I did that is because wire is messed up here, so I just use a bunch the wire kind of messed that up, but that's on me. You know, that happens. Every piece is not a perfect piece made, and sometimes that happens, and sometimes I have to take things apart, have to redo some things, but it does give me an idea about what the piece looks like and what it's going to look like once it's perfectly done, once every piece is perfectly painted and put together. Because I do like this. I really love the way the colors blend in together, especially with this blue. I might even do two of these like this, and then make the different pendants, because I really do dig this. I really, really dig this. And then I will probably make a pair of earrings too, using the beads, the blue and white beads. So some cute little earrings. And then this is what this is for right now. So I'm going to get busy painting more of these pendants right here. And Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.
I like my mornings quiet in bed, alone with my...
Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jewelry by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, happy Wednesday. This is Darlene. I'm sitting here making some necklaces, and this is one of the newest pendants. So this one is one of the wood pieces, those wood slices that I have, and I think they come like in maybe 12 to a pack. So what I did is I went ahead and painted it with some gold and black, and then I went ahead, and these are buttons. So I went ahead and glued some buttons on top of it and a little shell, and then I made a round wire ball, and I put that on there to be a focal, and then this is what I got. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a necklace, and it is a centered. It had a centered hole, and the hole on it was like at the very, very top. So it's like in a really good place for me to make the pendant. So that's good stuff. I'm very pleased with that. And then I'm going to be using these beads. I'm going to go ahead and mix these beads right here. And then I might add some other beads onto it, but we will see as I go. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is our nice big pendant, and it's not big, it's not heavy at all. So that's the good stuff about it. So that's the pendant, which just hangs in the middle. This wire where I was making this necklace, so I'm not going to use it. Shoot, I might end up keeping it. These already look nice. Look at that. So I'm going to use a couple of the electroplated gold cowrie shells. So that'll look like that, nice and gold up in there. And I'm really digging the way this is all put together up here. I really like the pendants. I'm going to be making a whole lot more of these because I really do like them. And remember, I have a show on September the 13th, and that is on a Saturday, so I will be doing that. And I'm going to be taking probably a nice amount of necklaces. And remember, I said I was going to take necklaces, some sets. So I really like the way that looks. And then we're going to go ahead and use, these almost look like some type of animal print. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to use at first, but and then we're going to go ahead and use some 25mm polka dots. See if they'll match good. And they look like they're going to match pretty good. So that does match pretty good. And then we're going to go ahead and use a couple more of these. And then a couple more polka dots. dots. And then that is how this is going to look. That's really nice. I think I'm going to use colors. We do a bit and add one of these cow prints. See how that looks. Yep, I like the way that looks, and then we're going to go ahead and put one of these on here. The way that looks. And then, let's see. We're going to put another one of these on here. So this is what it's going to look like. That is really nice, right? So we're going to put a couple more beads on here. And by the time we finish, it's going to be about an 18-inch. Wow, that's pretty, right? Throw a couple more beads on here. You know, it's always hard to keep it in the frame when I'm making a necklace, because wow, that's pretty, right? It's really pretty. And then we're going to put a couple more, oops, we'll put a couple more beads on here. That's and they should get us what we want. Yep, perfect what we want. So then I got to get some lobster clasp because they're clasp those. So we close it off, and then closure is probably later on. So I do that, then I'm on the end of it. I'm going to just go ahead off. I'm going to take it and this, and then I'll take the wire and just like this, straighten that up. Just keep round ends up here, and then right at that wire. Go ahead and this part. Oops. Dang it. That bead flew right on off. Okay. And then so we're going to take the end, we'll pinch it down like that. Put our fingers right there, hold on to it, and it ends up like that. Go ahead and straighten that up. Wrap that wire around, and then we're going to take it around the bead down here, and take it up. and close the end off like that. And then smash it in like that. I'll push it up just a little bit because it's a little tight. And so for right now, I'm going to just close it off with a jump ring until I go probably to Hobby Lobby and get some closures. And then that's what that looks like. Just nice and pretty. And then we'll make a cute little pair of earrings real quick. Oh, wow, that is real cool. I like this. And can you imagine your table is like lined up with beautiful necklace sets like this? I mean, just like each one is very different. Just very different and unique. So like, I mean, that really draws... It really draws attention, you know, like to your table, especially when you got the table set up real nice. And I got some real pretty vases that I usually will sit up on the table and around the table to where it has like leaves coming up and that kind of stuff. Just like really, really nicely. I decorate my space like my house is decorated. So it looks very ethnic, but very welcoming, if that makes sense. So... And this is what this is. And I think we'll make a cute little pair of earrings real quick. Probably just a simple pair of earrings. And let's figure out what we want to do. So that's that necklace. And then close the ends, round them off together, and that way we know they're closed and they're the same size. And I think what we will do, we got a couple of like these little salwick seeds right here. We can use a couple of these seeds. Let's gather 2 of these. These little beads right here. And then we'll gather 2 of these little beads right here. And let's see how this will look with this. And then if we had some color, too bad these are not polka dotted. Just a little. Yeah, let me see something. Let's take these off. We'll put this one on. That orange bead, that small bead. Well, no, the small should come first. Small bead, orange bead. We'll do the big bead, and then let's do the salwick. And I think I like that, but then I don't think I like the orange. So we're going to take the orange off because I don't like the orange. And then we might even just do like this. Try one of these little hearts. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Let's try that. If it don't look right, we can always take it apart. And so we'll go ahead and close this off. Wow. do kind of like this. Oh yeah, that's cool. And then I think what I'm going to do, because I like to put the little hoops at the bottom of it, just adds a little extra something to them. So let's do the other one. So we're going to take the starwood bead off. We'll just put another heart. Okay. And then we'll just take this and we will pinch it down. And we will wrap it. Go ahead and straighten it up. Wrap it. And then go ahead and close it. That end. Make sure it's nice and closed and it's not pointing. And then we'll grab another little jump ring. So then we have our earrings right here. And then let's grab two of these. I'm going to have to find some other type of ends, earring ends. I just happen to like these because they're easier. The little wire closures. And they do have like those little pieces that you can buy to turn a pierced earring into a clip-on. So if somebody just really needed a clip-on earring, they can, you know, it's easy to turn a pierced earring into a clip-on earring. So it's easy to do that. Oh my, right? Oh my. Nice, 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 nice. So this is this one. We did really good with this wood piece. I really, really like this. So I am going to be making more pieces with those wood pieces where I just basically paint it and then go ahead and decorate it using an E6000 and then just coming up with something really pretty. This is really nice. And the thing about that, somebody had asked me about the necklaces. They're not heavy at all. The beads by themselves are very lightweight. This little wood piece right here is very lightweight. So everything is very light. And when you wear the necklace, because remember, I wear some of my pieces, like some pieces I may keep for myself, and I wear my own jewelry. So it's not heavy on the chest. It lays on the chest beautifully using the 18 gauge wire. And that's what I like about the 18 gauge wire, because it's very durable, right? Very durable. You can kind of take the wire and bend it in places. So if you wanted that to look a little bit more bent somewhere, and this is how it would lay literally like on your chest, just bent like this, or you can just unbend it and make sure it's just rounded and however it's supposed to be. That's the cool thing about that wire. And the wire is very durable. Wire don't stretch like a lot of other, cords and stuff do. And also, like at the end part, for me, I just can't see putting a clasp or some type of something at the end of a necklace to hold that down. That's just for me. In my mind, to me, it's not secure. So I try to, do it and make my pieces as secure as I possibly can, because I consider how much I'm charging people for a piece. So if somebody is paying me a nice amount of money, I want to make a piece that, where the chances of it falling apart are so low to where, it makes sense to people. So for me, and the thing is, make it how you make it, however you make your jewelry, whatever you use, that's good stuff. I'm not saying, anything I do is law, because it's not. It's about what you want to do, the techniques you want to use, the materials you want to use, and that's good stuff. But for me, I'm always trying to figure out, another way to make sure that things are very, very, very secure. That's even like with the jump rings. I am going to start buying jump rings that are welded closed, and only because when I put them at the bottom of an earring or something, that will lessen the chance of even a jump ring falling off and stuff. So I'm always trying to think of different ways, to make my product to where it's absolutely is durable, and as I can make it. That's the whole thing to it. So I hope you guys make some of these, and the link will be in the description below. And I think they come with 12. I'm not really sure, but you get a nice amount of them for not very much money. So just paint them, do what you're going to do to them, make them look really nice. And this gives you an idea right here. But anyway, Darlene Knight for Jewelry by BDK. And guess what? We'll talk.
Let's take a stroll. Yeah. Saxophone singing, it's touching my soul. Keys tickle soft like a breeze on my face. Got that rhythm in my feet, can't leave this. Groove in the moonlight, we're feeling so fine. Let that saxophone whisper, sip the sweet wine. Oh, the guitar's talking smooth like butter. We're lost in the rhythm. Let the night the bass is walking steady and low. Got my heart jumping, it's ready to go. The keys slide in like a sly little wind. The groove's got us moving, no time to think. Oh, can you feel that? The sway in the air. The saxophone calls, it's beyond compare. The guitar whispers a melody divine. We're swimming in the rhythm, just let it shine. Groove in the moonlight, we're feeling so fine. Let that saxophone whisper, sip the sweet wine. Oh, the guitar's talking smooth like butter. We're lost in the rhythm, let the night flutter. Oh, the night is young and the groove's still alive. The band's got the magic, the rhythm's our guide. Fingers snapping and our heads keep the beat. This jazzy funk's got us, it's oh so sweet.
Feel the night, it's calling, calling. Ooh, yeah. Heartbeats rise, they're falling, falling. Electric vibes, lose yourself. The time is stolen. Oh, we grew, we sway, we glide, underneath the starry sky. So high, feel the rhythm side to side. Let it take you, let it ride, just ride. Hands up high, let the moment fly. Feel the love, let it amplify. The world can't wait, just you and I. This is our time, no need to try.